Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing good and taking good care of yourselves. It's been a while since I posted any video and I had been busy with certain things in the house and hence the delay. Today I've come up with two paneer recipes. The first is Matar Paneer or peas and paneer gravy. And the second is Paneer Pulav, which is a one pot dish and it is a dish by itself. It doesn't really require any accompaniments. I can assure you both the dishes are worth the effort taken because they are wholesome, nutritious and tasty. So let's get started without much delay. For this recipe I have used 200 grams of cubed paneer, 3 medium sized onions chopped, 2 tomatoes chopped, cream and cashew paste. Cream I had in the house. I had been collecting the fat from milk for a while and that is the cream I used. It is not store bought, and I ground it with a little bit of cashews to make a fine paste. I've taken 2 handfuls of frozen peas. If you have fresh peas in the house, you can use that as well. Ginger garlic paste 1 lemon sized ball. Turmeric powder 1/4 teaspoon. Chilli powder 1 teaspoon. Salt to taste. 1/2 teaspoon coriander powder. Some fresh coriander leaves. 4 or 5 cloves. 4 or 5 cardamom. And 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of jeera or cumin seeds. I have soaked the frozen peas in boiling water. If you are using fresh peas, you can skip this step. You can boil it with the rest of the ingredients. You can give it a whistle, 1 or 2 whistles in the pressure cooker. But if it's frozen, you will have to first pre-boil it and then add it to the rest of the ingredients. The next step is to grind the onions, tomatoes and the rest of the spices to make a thick gravy. Make sure it's ground to a very fine paste without any coarse pieces in it. Fry the paneer pieces and keep it aside. We will be adding it only in the very end. You can skip this step if you want. I have tried both versions, that is frying and without frying. In Matar Paneer, I feel frying the paneer pieces is a better choice. We'll do the rest of the steps in this pressure cooker. First, heat some oil and splatter some jeera or cumin seeds. Once the jeera has spluttered, we can add this ground masala and saute for a while till the raw smell of the masala goes away. Next, you can add all the powders, that is turmeric powder, chilli powder, coriander powder and salt, and the peas. And finally mix everything, and finally at the end you can add the cream. I'm sorry about the lighting in this area. It was really dark. We wanted to shoot it earlier but we couldn't due to certain things that came in between. This part of the kitchen is quite dark. I'll see to it that I will not shoot here again or in future. So kindly bear with me this time. The cream adds to the richness and thickness of the gravy. You will have to add water at this stage, so add according to the consistency you want. Add less water if you want a thicker consistency and vice versa. Also, if you haven't added sufficient water at this stage, you can still add after after taking it out of the pressure cooker. You can still add boiled water to it, so that's not a problem. I have given it 2 whistles and I'm opening it now, and in the final stage I'm adding all the fried paneer before transferring it to a serving dish. Garnish it with chopped coriander leaves and serve it hot with your favorite roti, chapati, paratha or even bread. For paneer pulav, I've taken 200 grams of paneer, 2 to 3 handfuls of frozen peas, 3 medium-sized onions chopped lengthwise, 2 medium carrots diced, ginger, garlic and green chilies chopped. All should add to 1 heaped teaspoon. Basmati rice 400 grams. But I had taken 400 grams. You don't really need this quantity of basmati rice for 200 grams of paneer. Either you should reduce your rice quantity or you should increase your paneer quantity. Otherwise, a lot of rice will not have the paneer pieces in it. You will not be able to spread it. Paneer will be too less for paneer pulav. Spices: bay leaves torn to pieces, cloves, cinnamon and cardamom, chili powder 1 teaspoon, turmeric powder 1/4 teaspoon, veg masala 1 teaspoon, kasuri methi a generous pinch, salt to taste, besan 1 tablespoon and cooking oil for deep frying. The first step is to marinate the paneer pieces in these masala powders and keep it aside for a while, and then deep fry it and keep it aside. We'll be adding it only in the end after the rice is cooked and all that. Wash and soak the rice in water. I've taken out the paneer pieces, and to the same oil I've added the chopped ginger, garlic and chili pieces. Once it's kind of sauteed, I'm adding all the spices and the bay leaves, and next goes in the onions. Onions take the maximum time as it has to be really sauteed well and the color has to change. I always add salt with onions so that the process is faster. Next, add the carrots and saute for about 15 minutes, and then the peas. If you are using frozen peas, always make sure to boil it before adding it to the rest of the ingredients. And finally, the soaked rice and sufficient quantity of water. Mix everything well before transferring it to a pressure cooker. Check salt at this point. The salt level has to be slightly higher. because once the rice is boiled, it will be perfect. It will blend in and it will be the correct salt level. Put in as much coriander leaves as you want at this stage, and you can also use it later to garnish. I love the flavor of coriander leaves, so I use a lot of it in my dishes. Just a tip for beginners, the quantity of water should always be double that of the quantity of rice, and I don't keep it for more than one whistle. By the time the second whistle starts coming, I switch it off and try to release the pressure and remove it. Otherwise, the rice can get overcooked and it might spoil the whole thing. Transfer the pulao to a serving dish. Garnish with chopped coriander and fried paneer. Happy cooking and happy eating. If you're watching my video for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. Also give it a thumbs up and do share it with your paneer loving friends. Do give me a feedback after trying out this recipe. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.